Dear group, dear my son, your topic today is of most importance for mankind, the topic of ego. I've been meaning to talk about this many a times, and it's good that you bring up this topic because ego is the greatest enemy of peace and joy of all mankind. Because ego for man means me, I. Ego has a positive side where a leader rises and his ego is positive to do things for his nation, for his people, positive as a great leader. Look at the great leaders in history that did not have ego, a positive ego. Look at Churchill, other presidents or leaders, Bible, Moses. But that's not our issue. We are talking about the ego, the negative part. If there was no negative ego, there would be peace in the world. Ego drives people to go as far as they can from service, to get as much for themselves, for their own interests, by any means, with a dark heart, not looking at any suffering of any other person, human being or soul. The ego can start low at any level of age or race or kind of person. And it could rise the more the ego brings good things to that person. The ego gets stronger and stronger once more and more. There is no end. From here, we can see, as I told you many a times, the sparking energy of any person, of any soul. The ego has a very unique color, sort of bright, polished red, which I cannot exactly describe, going out like buzzes of flames. So when we, from here, scan souls, we don't have to know anyone to determine his level of negative ego. We can see, we can detect. It has not happened that the negative ego works for the good of the public, of the people. It might work for certain people who are close to the person with the great negative ego, while others would suffer. It is very difficult to change people all in all. Each one of you, try and make a small change today, tomorrow. It's not easy. We spoke about it. So to change the temptations of a person with a great ego that wants more and more for himself, for his self-interests, in most times, it will come on the expense of others. If someone gains more and more for himself and no one else is hurt on the way, this is negative ego, but not dark ego that destroys others. With leaders, it's different. An ego performance with a layman can be acceptable, whereas the same level of ego with a leader who leads people and has to be an example cannot be accepted. That's why leaders have to be 10 times more cautious in humility, honesty. Beware of anything they receive or do. Where do you find those kind of leaders? You do, but they are the clean, the purified ones. Not always those leaders would be popular with the people. As I said many a times, the leaders are the only ones that bring war and trouble and chaos to humanity, not the people. People just want to live, to have families, to be healthy, to be happy. Same all over the world. Never mind where you are or where you come from. The leaders with the ego, they are the world destroyers. They are the ones that generate procedures that damage Mother Earth. Do you think that Mother Earth's rage comes from us, you, regular people just living their lives? No. You can say that it comes from humanity, but humanity is dictated by the leadership. Also by positive actions like science, research. But the greatest damage to Mother Earth energy comes eventually from the ego of those dark leaders. What stands in the opposite, on the opposite side of the ego? Humility, honesty, being straight, going according to the rules, being very cautious not to cross any lines. Everything you ask in your meditation from your leadership, from leaders on all levels. But this is difficult to change. You can see ego not only leaders. Look around you. Look at family members. When a family comes to a turning point of getting heritage, money, or anything, you can see where the ego comes out of those people who might have been quiet. I'm telling you now and again, having this ego brings temptation, rage, destruction, me, the worst of emotions that brings disharmony, wars, and all other catastrophes to humanity and to Mother Earth. Be humble, be good people, watch your steps, Learn how to love. Learn how to forgive. Forgiveness is this era's kind of revenge. If you feel you cannot forgive or you have to revenge, do your forgiveness practice. This is the way of the new era, of the soul light era. But how many people can do it? One of your tasks on your spiritual journey, besides being yourselves, humble, forgiving, loving, is to watch out for other people with ego. You cannot maybe change them, but you can be aware of them. And maybe if you're close to them, step by step without hurting them, maybe make a change. They will be better people. They will gain, you will gain. Society will gain, humanity will gain, Mother Earth will gain, heaven will gain. So the long-term goal of human behavior is to be with us enough positive ego to do what you want to really do. Because when you develop a career and you drive forward with your talent and with your skills, that's ego, that's positive ego. I do things for me, but not on expense of anyone else, and to be better. And when I'm better in anything, others will benefit. Watch out for the bad, for the negative ego. Go gently to those people and try and make a slight change step by step. Everyone will gain. This is my message today to you all. I love you all, Menorah.